I'm Arthur Kade for Celebrity Page, and we've got a Braxton alert because Towanda Braxton is joining me to talk about the new season of Braxton Family Values and her incredible philanthropic work with Diaper Bag and Make-A-Wish. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. Towanda Braxton.
Yes.
You got some exciting stuff going on right now. First of all, your hit show, Braxton Family Values. That thing's been on forever, it feels like. What season is it in?
100. It feels
No.
like season 100, but no, it's season 5B. 5B.
I love how they separate
know,
it by
right?
letters now. They've got to divide seasons.
They have to, but we've hit 100 episodes, so we're really blessed by that. Yeah.
Is it crazy that your family has 100 episodes of their life on television? How insane is that to you?
It's extremely insane. And honestly, I always tell people it's a little more difficult for us when we do the Braxton Family Values because we're family. So if we get upset with each other, we have to bring it home with us. All the other shows, they can just walk away.
I've always wondered about that. If you're going and you're filming, obviously we don't see the results of that filming for sometimes 6 months, a year. Is it weird to revisit, especially the tough stuff? How hard is it?
I have to be honest. I think our time frame is a little closer to our actual filming moment. So at the most, it'll be about 2 months. So you're like, okay, I got over that last week.
And then it's back.
Oh my gosh. And then we have to revisit and we have a conference call and all that stuff. I tell you, it's a lot of us.
But it's fun
It
because
is
I think
fun.
your family is fun. Your mother's here, who's
Yes,
obviously part of the
Mommy's
show.
here.
I love
Yeah.
her.
Don't you love Mommy?
I do.
She's
I do.
amazing.
She's just, I like want a mother like her.
Right? She's amazing. We're actually accepting resumes and yeah.
I'm an
applications.
honorary Braxton now, except I can't sing, dance. I'm incapable of being a Braxton.
No, you're not. You're handsome. Look at you. You have great talents.
Are
You get to
kidding
talk
me?
to people.
I've seen you guys. Like each one of you has real talent. I would be like, oh, you're out. You're out. That last name,
Yes.
it means so much on so many different
does.
levels.
It
Talk to
does.
me about having the Braxton last name.
It has its pros and cons, I have to be honest. A lot of times people don't remember our first names, so they'll say Braxton, and we're like, okay, hi, and they say, which one are you? I just think that we're really, really blessed. We like to look at ourselves as the female version of the Jacksons, so we're really, really blessed. For
That's
that.
a hell of a comparison. 'Cause
Absolutely.
It's fairly true.
Yes, it is.
When I remember when Tony first hit, that was the first that I had ever heard that last name and
Right.
seen that success. But you guys had the Braxtons, obviously, but what was it like when you start having success in the music industry? What's it like living through that?
You know what? The interesting part about that is when Tony hit it big, she made sure we were with her. So her first Grammy Award, we were there with her. Her first AMA Award, her first time on Good Morning America. We were with her. The Today Show, we were with her every step of the way. So, I mean, it's almost like we've been going through the success for a long time.
She didn't just hit it big, by the way. I mean, she was one of those mega stars.
She was.
She was one of those. I remember when she had the Tyson Beckford song,
Unbreak My
My Heart," and God,
Breathe Again.
Breathe Again.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
like, and that was during the golden age of MTV as well,
Yes.
when they were playing the videos, and
Yes.
it was just everybody knew who you
Right.
were.
Right.
I can't imagine going through that at that time, and that was even before social media. So when you were,
Isn't that something?
it's crazy,
It is.
right?
That's like it was a lot of pounding the pavement back then for those types of artists. It wasn't as easy back then as it is now.
How hard is it to stay relevant in the industry? Because each one of you guys has had music careers,
Mm-hmm.
has a music career, but how hard is it to keep it going?
It's a little challenging sometimes. I mean, you always have to try to find something new to do. That's why I've done a lot of different ventures. Like I have a nail polish line, I have a hair product line, a hair care line. You just have to kind of do other things.
You also have a docu-series.
I do have a
Which we
docuseries.
talked about, but it's March 16th,
March
5Bs.
16th,
What's
yes.
everybody going to see with Braxton Family Values this season?
When we say that this season is the best season, it's usually the best season. But this season is extremely real. We're touching on a lot of family issues that everyone else has dealt with before and kind of swept underneath the rug, especially with my parents. My mom and dad have been divorced for a very long time. So we're dealing with that relationship still. We're dealing with my divorce. We're dealing with Trina and her non-existing love life, or her love life, and Tony's situation, and Tamar and Tracy. So this season we're really touching on really touchy subjects.
Is it difficult because with your divorce, to put that on camera, I can't imagine sharing your personal life like that. How tough is it for you?
It's tough. It is. It's challenging because we have small kids. I have a 10-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son. So it's very important for me for them to see that you can be amicable even though you're going through a situation.
How has the TV show changed your life? Because we're in an age now when you're on TV, I feel like it just opens you up to a whole new generation, a whole new fan base. But how has it changed for you both personally and professionally?
Of course, it has opened up different opportunities for me, and I'm thankful for that. That has been a great blessing. It's the other part of the social media, the meanies. You know what I mean?
They're the worst.
Oh
the
my
trolls.
God.
The trolls are
they
tough.
Get on. So I don't have my kids cannot be on social media. They cannot have social media because people are so cruel. I just think that that's their goal in life, to just tear people down. So that's one bad thing that I don't like about it. I kind of ignore them. But all the other stuff, I'll take.
Does it open up opportunities on all levels for you?
All levels. And, I usually tell people, hey, I can sing, and I've been blessed to be able to sing, but singing has never been my first love. Acting has always been my first love. So when I was accepted in Lee Strasberg School, acting school, I was so excited. That made me so happy. And I never get nervous about anything, but for that, I was nervous for.
You have 5 sisters, all of which have had success at different things. How is that? Like, is there competitiveness? Is there jealousy? Is it all cheering for each other? Like, how does it all work?
Okay, it's no jealousy, but we do cheer for each other. And there is friendly competition. And let me just tell you something. I'm the most competitive sister out of all the Braxton clans. The most competitive. Like, if we play a game together, I have to win. Okay, I don't care what it is. I just have to win, no matter what. Volleyball, football, basketball, I don't care what it is. Bowling. I'm extremely competitive. I'll challenge you one day. We're gonna go bowling.
No, I'm so competitive, but I suck at everything. That's why, like, I look at your family and I'm like, how does God give 5 people who all come from the same place that much talent? Yeah. And I'm like 1 out of 1, and I have like 10% of that talent.
You have 100% talent.
We were joking around. You're like, do you have kids? I'm like, I can barely make cereal, let alone have children. Like, if I had to change a diaper, my baby would just, they would die. Like, it's a horrible thing to say, but I would kill a baby. Like, I'd be like, what do you do here? And they would die. Oh my God. Some prospective wife will eventually see this interview and be like, I'm never marrying that guy.
Or they would say, I would love to marry that guy so that I can be.
He's so humble.
Yes.
He's so humble.
He's so honest. I just love him to pieces. And he's handsome. That helps.
Towanda's welcome back anytime. When you look at moving forward, where would you like to see your career and your life go next?
I just think that the sky's is the limit. There's so many different things that we can do. I never even thought that I would do hair care or a nail polish line, a couple of years ago, but now I'm doing it. I just think the sky's the limit. Maybe the next thing I do is wine or a shoe line.
You're just getting your hands on everything.
On everything, or a panty line. Who knows?
One thing that I respect that you do, you have great philanthropic work that you're involved in. I was reading about a charity that you have created. You're here for it, and we'll talk about New York Fashion Week and Kids Rock, but I want to talk about your organization first.
Yes, it's called the Diaper Bag. And I came up with a diaper bag for people like you who don't like to change diapers.
Who can't change babies' diapers.
No, when my kids were younger and they were in daycare, I hated getting that phone call of, hey, you've run out of diapers. That's the worst phone call in life for a daycare, And then, we've been blessed to be able to, provide diapers. But I just thought about the people who weren't able to provide diapers, like the low-income daycare centers. That has to be horrible. And when you're in daycare centers, when you're running daycare centers, you have to change a baby's diaper 8 to 10 times a day. And if you don't, they can be sick. I know. What are you going to do? You're going to have to hire someone. Yeah, but if you don't,
goosebumps thinking about it.
You get diaper rashes, you get sick, the child could just develop anything. So the diaper bag is providing diapers for low-income daycare centers.
I love that.
Isn't that
Who
great?
comes up with it? I love when it's not like, listen, not to take this. I love when people are helping with autism and stuff like that. But it's like, I love when there's ideas like that come up, and you're like, that's actually genuinely helping people.
Yes.
Again, horrible misstatement. people, let me rephrase, people working on autism and other great causes are genuinely help people,
Great, yes.
but you're practically helping people.
Right,
I love that.
exactly. Yes, yes.
You're also here for, I'd mentioned, the Kids Rock Fashion Show, which I guess right before you was in it as well, and I was just saying it's one of my favorite red carpets because Make-A-Wish is just such an incredible organization.
Make-A-Wish is amazing.
Have you walked with your kids and said, "Here's how you have to walk"? Here's how you're Kate Upton.
I did that with my daughter, not my son. He's wait till you meet my son. His name is Braxton. His first name is Braxton.
He's a stud.
Yes, he
He's
is.
a stud. I
he
can tell.
is. She's a little more shy, but she's very focused. So when she walks, you'd be like, okay, she really needs to model because she's 10 years old. She's like 5'3". She's really thin. So this is her element. But my
5'3"
son,
at 10?
she's 5'3". She's tall.
She's gonna have the height. That's
I know,
for sure.
right? And she's very, very thin. So she'll do it. She'll be okay.
Talk to me about being able to support the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
You know, Make-A-Wish Foundation is amazing. And when my son was 2 years old, he had asthma. He had a horrible asthma attack where we didn't think he was going to make it. He was in the hospital for 5 days around Christmas. And Make-A-Wish Foundation came around and gave all the kids toys. And I just feel that it's coming full circle. And here I am with my kids. Isn't that amazing?
It is. I love hearing stories
I'm
like
so
that.
thankful for that, though.
You're awesome, Towanda.
Thank
Make sure to
you.
check out March 16th, Braxton Family Values, Season 5B. I love saying that.